Thomas knows every part of his branch line. Just ahead was a stretch where the hot sun had bent the rails on the track. "Careful, Thomas," called his driver, but it was too late. "That's done it," said his driver. "We shan't get any further today." "But what about my passengers?" asked Thomas.
Alright y'all, what's good YouTube? It's your boy Petit Train, and today we're back with another video. Today we have a fan favorite, a custom episode. The episode in question for today is Thomas Gets Bumped. And before I start explaining the episode and showing you the custom set, I'd like to ask all you guys to subscribe. We're at 612 subscribers right now, and I'm hoping to get to 700 by the end of February. Now that I'm plugging all my stuff, the episode in question, like I said, is Thomas Gets Bumped. The basic premise of this episode is that Thomas is just going down his line. He always goes by this little village where a bunch of children wave at him as he goes by. It's pretty chill, but one day, Thomas gets stopped by a conductor, and the children yell up at him saying their bus broke down and they need to get to school. Thomas ends up taking the children back home, but obviously, since it wasn't a part of his plan, he ends up being late back to the station, and Percy comments that Thomas has been late one too many times, and he might be in trouble with Sir Topham Hatt. Thomas goes to bed worried, but he wakes up the next day with no Sir Topham Hatt in sight as he goes to take his passengers. And he's relieved. A greater danger laid ahead though. As Thomas set out with his passengers, there was a stretch where the hot sun had bent the rails, and Thomas came up on it, and he hit the bent rails and derailed. Thomas was very sad, and he had to talk to Sir Topham Hatt, and he was worried Sir Topham Hatt would bring up his lateness. But luckily, Sir Topham Hatt never brought up Thomas being late, because he probably understood why Thomas was late in the first place. Thomas also told Sir Topham Hatt that he was upset because Bertie was taking his passengers, since obviously his branch line was all messed up so he couldn't. But Sir Topham Hatt promised that they'd fix up his branch line and everything would be alright, and Thomas could get his passengers back. And that's really it at the end of the day. It's a pretty straightforward episode about Thomas, his passengers, him being caring, all that. So guys, I say that it's time for us to get straight into my custom Tommy set of Thomas Gets Bumped. Alright y'all, so we got the custom Thomas Gets Bumped set right here. Of course, we have Thomas with his beautiful white running board. We have Annie and Clarabelle behind it, and we have the station which he picks up the kids from. And as the name of the episode is, Thomas Gets Bumped. He comes around here, comes around the circle, and hits the bumpy piece of track. I actually got this from a Thomas and the Freight Car set, like the newer version that I bought like a year ago, so go check out that video. But yeah, I have this bumpy set piece right here, and he goes over that, comes around, and comes back to the station. So it's a pretty simple set, but I feel as if it works. Alright y'all, I think that's going to conclude this video. If you did happen to enjoy, I personally would recommend you subscribe to the channel, because we're always dropping bangers like this every Saturday of every week. At least I try to. I live streamed a couple days ago, so you definitely want to subscribe to the channel and make sure you look out for those, because I plan on making those more of a regular thing than I have been in the past. But besides that, that's probably going to include everything. Also, follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Both those links will be in the description, as always, and I'll catch all you guys next time. Peace.